John Wayne spent decades being one of the most recognized faces on the planet. Millions knew the cowboy, the soldier, the lawman, the man who never seemed to doubt himself. But here's what most people never got to see. Behind that larger-than-life image was a man shaped entirely by the people standing beside him, not in front of a camera. At some point, the questions about movies stop mattering. Awards, box office numbers, famous roles, none of that is what stays with you. What stays are the faces of the people who actually changed your life. For Wayne, 5 people stood above everyone else. Maureen O'Hara was one of them. They made films together for years, and audiences saw undeniable chemistry on screen. What audiences couldn't see was a friendship built on something rarer than talent: honesty. O'Hara never softened her words to spare his feelings, and Wayne respected her deeply for it. She treated everyone on set the same way, whether they were a lead actor or a first-day assistant. That kind of consistent warmth is quiet, but it changes everything around it. Ward Bond was loyalty made human. In an industry where friendships evaporated the moment careers shifted, Bond never changed. His word meant something. His humor could lift an exhausted crew after the longest shooting day. What Wayne remembered most wasn't the films they shared. It was the certainty that Bond would show up, the same man he'd always been, no matter what. Then there was John Ford. Nobody who worked for Ford would describe him as comfortable to be around. He was demanding, exacting, and rarely handed out compliments. But Ford saw something in a young man named Marion Morrison, long before the world knew the name John Wayne. He pushed Wayne harder than anyone else ever did, not out of cruelty, but out of belief. One lesson from those difficult sets never left Wayne: audiences will never care how hard the day was. Only the work on screen matters. Excuses fade, results don't. James Stewart carried himself differently from almost everyone else in Hollywood. His humility was genuine, not performed. During World War II, he didn't use his fame as a shield. He served as a bomber pilot over Europe and eventually retired as a brigadier general, rarely bringing it up unless someone asked. Off camera, he steered conversations away from career talk and toward family, simple pleasures, and the people who mattered. He once quietly observed that success has a way of making people forget how brief life actually is, and how important it is to appreciate who's beside you while you still can. And then there was Pilar. When Wayne came home, he didn't have to be a legend. She saw the man before she ever saw the movie star. Exhausted some nights, uncertain others. Just a husband navigating a complicated life. During his final years, when illness stripped everything unessential away, she stayed. Not for the icon, for him. The conversations they shared after everyone else had gone to bed, quiet and unscripted, meant more than any standing ovation he ever received. 5 people. A friend who never pretended. A loyal companion who never wavered. A mentor who refused to let him be ordinary. A man of quiet honor, and a woman who gave him peace. No award captures that. No film preserves it. But it's the truest measure of any life. If this story moved you, hit like and subscribe. There are more stories like this one worth telling.